Yo, what is up, Raider Nation? It's your boy Samara back at it again with another video for you guys. Now, I know I've been gone for the past 2 weeks. It's been a very, very long time, but your boy was out in Cancun, Mexico, having a vacation, and especially after a crazy-ass year like this past season, your boy needed some time off, but I'm finally back just in time for the NFL tampering period that just started today, and I'm going to be talking about all the moves that's going to be coming out. NFL free agency is right around the corner, and you cannot forget about the NFL draft. So, if this is the very first time you come across this channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders and you want updated news on the Raiders, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. And on this video, I'm going to be talking about the Raiders trying to go out and get J.C. Jackson, also MVS, and last but not least, the Raiders are in on Allen Robinson. There's a lot of news going around, and if there's anything else that goes on later on today or tomorrow or Wednesday, yada yada yada, then I will come out with the video for you guys. With that being said, let's get started with the video.
And you tell them one thing, just win, baby.
Now, first up, there's reports going around that the Raiders are prepared to make a huge offer for former Patriots cornerback J.C. Jackson. Now, this won't come cheap, but this would definitely be a huge splash for our secondary. J.C. Jackson is one of the best cornerbacks in the league today, making the Pro Bowl last year with 8 interceptions and a league-leading 23 pass deflections. Now, the Raiders have cleared up some cap space by restructuring both Colton Miller and Kenyon Drake's contracts, so this could be a high possibility for the Raiders to sign J.C. Jackson. Now, the Raiders ain't the only team in the J.C. Jackson sweepstakes, because our AFC West rivals over there in L.A., the Chargers, have also shown interest in J.C. Jackson, and I mean, shit, after recently acquiring Khalil Mack in a trade, they're trying to bolster up their defense, and we cannot let that happen. I know I didn't really talk about Khalil Mack going to the Chargers. I was in Cancun at the time, and when I seen it, my goodness, I was shocked. You know, they brought in Khalil Mack for a 2nd and a 6th round pick to pair up with Joey Bosa, and also if they go and get J.C. Jackson and then draft a guy like Jordan Davis to solidify that defensive line, oh my goodness, the Raiders could possibly be in trouble. I mean, with the way the AFC West is looking right now, with all the moves that have been going on, the Raiders definitely need to make a huge splash in free agency, and getting a guy like J.C. Jackson would definitely be a great start. Just imagine if the Raiders could somehow pull off bringing in a J.C. Jackson and also bringing back Casey Hayward to the secondary. This would be a huge W for our defense. Now, Jackson ain't the only former Patriot cornerback that the Raiders are interested in, because according to Evan Massey, he tweeted that per source, the 49ers and Raiders are among the teams who have expressed interest in signing free agent cornerback Stephon Gilmore. In Gilmore's first season with the Panthers, he made the Pro Bowl playing in 8 games, tallying 16 total tackles, 2 pass deflections, 2 interceptions, and 1 tackle for loss. Before that, Gilmore spent 4 years with the New England Patriots, where he made a name for himself, becoming a 3-time Pro Bowler, 2-time First Team All-Pro, and Defensive Player of the Year. So by the looks of it, the Raiders are definitely trying to find a way to upgrade the secondary, especially in this Patrick Graham defense. And whether the Raiders go out and get J.C. Jackson or Stephon Gilmore, those will be huge upgrades for this secondary to pair up with some of our young secondary players in Trayvon Mullen and Nate Hobbs. So with that said, Raider Nation, what are your thoughts on possibly getting J.C. Jackson or Stephon Gilmore to help bolster up this secondary? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now, another huge need for the Raiders, we all know, is the wide receiver position. And the Raiders have their eye on a former Packer. And no, I'm not talking about Devontae Adams. We're talking about MVS, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. According to Josina Anderson, she tweeted out that the Raiders are one of the teams interested in MVS per league source. Now, he's definitely not a receiver I'm crazy about. MVS is turning 28 this season. I mean, there is a lot of potential there as a deep threat, but that's the thing. I don't want to sign potential at the wide receiver position. We need proven receivers, especially if we're going to keep quarterback Derek Carr. In his career, he's totaled 123 receptions for 2,153 yards and 13 touchdowns. Again, MVS would not be my number 1 option here, my number 1 choice at the wide receiver position, especially for the number that he's commanding in free agency, somewhere around $10 to $12 million. At that point, I'd rather move on with that. There's other great options for the Raiders. I mean, the Browns just recently released Jarvis Landry, so that would be be another, cheap veteran option that the Raiders could possibly bring in, to add to this wide receiver core. And I know that there's other reports saying that Davante Adams does not want to play under the franchise tag. So there is a glimmer of hope for the Raiders to possibly go out and get Davante Adams, but it's going to take a lot. We would have to trade away a lot of draft assets and also pay the man. So that option there could seem highly unlikely. Now, there is one wide receiver that I believe that could come in and fix everything for the Raiders on offense and be that number one weapon for Derek Carr, and that guy is wide receiver Allen Robinson. According to Ian Rappaport, the Raiders are one of the teams who could be in the mix to sign Allen Robinson. He also went on to say that as for the Raiders, Robinson could potentially be the final piece in turning the Las Vegas receiving corps into an excellent one, as it currently features tight end Darren Waller and standout slot receiver Hunter Renfrow. It would also give Robinson the chance to play with Derek Carr, who would be far and away the best and most statistically accomplished quarterback of Robinson's career. In Robinson's 8 years in the NFL, he's tallied 495 receptions for 6,409 yards and 40 touchdowns. And that was all with subpar quarterback play from Blake Bortles to Mitch Trubisky, heck, even Justin Fields last year. Now, I know Derek Carr ain't a perfect quarterback, but if Allen Robinson was to come over here, he'd definitely be the best quarterback that Allen Robinson would ever play with in his career. And I could definitely see Carr elevating Robinson's status to Pro Bowl level, that wide receiver that we've seen back in Jacksonville and even the early stages in Chicago. To me, I believe that this move just makes too much sense for the Raiders not to make. You bring in a stud wide receiver in Allen Robinson to be our number one, to pair alongside of Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow. You go out in free agency, you bring back Zay Jones, and we go into the NFL draft and draft a young stud wide receiver, whether it's in second, third round, so on and so forth. Our offense would be set. Derek Carr would finally have the receivers, the weapons that he's been desperately asking for in this Las Vegas offense. But the biggest question is, how much would it cost to bring Allen Robinson here to Las Vegas? Now, I've seen numbers floating around saying that it would cost somewhere around $17 million. And at that price, would you guys still pay for Allen Robinson to come here? And to me, I would say yes. I would definitely pay that price to bring him over here because we still need a number one wide receiver, and he'd be much cheaper than a Davante Adams, and I feel like he would do wonders in this offense alongside of Derek Carr. So with that being said, Raider Nation, which wide receiver would you guys want the Raiders to go out and sign in free agency? Would you guys want to bring in Allen Robinson, go out and get Jarvis Landry, heck, try to find a way to bring in Davante Adams, or is there any other wide receiver out there that you guys would want to go out and sign? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, Raider Nation, that is all I have for you guys right now. If you guys enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button. If this is the very first time you're coming across my channel and you love the Las Vegas Raiders and you guys want to be updated on all the free agency news, then hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button just to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. Until the next video, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is
Started off in Oakland, now we here. Thought that we was done, we just hit another gear. Look, started off in Oakland, now we here. Hey, pull up with the nation in the silver black gear. Look, 4 games straight, we in the playoffs. Shout out to the Chargers fans, y'all enjoy